Let your spirit grow wings and fly with me, and fly with me. Hi out there in the YouTube, it's me, the Puzzle Master, Billy, and in this video I want to be talking to you about Aries. Okay, so a lot of my subscribers and people in general, the most interest has been generally shown to my astrology videos. So I'd like to go through each one of them again. I know I've done many series of this, but it's not just for the benefit of other people, but as to myself. I want to see like how good I can encapsulate this to you, especially over the years. Like, let's see how it's changed. So we're talking about Aries, so March 20th and that. And the spring. So that's really what it begins. If you imagine the wheel, Aries is the first, and it represents spring. So it's when things are starting to warm up, and it represents the time of the year when like flowers are bursting forth. Nature is just all abuzz because everything's starting to grow again. And, some character traits that could be associated with them are their assertiveness. They are ruled by Mars, so let's go through some of their character traits from breaking it down to their components. So Aries is a fire sign. All the fire signs tend to have that enthusiasm, that charisma, that spirit, that like fire, like red. Like red is their color. And it's just got that oomph, like to keep going. And Aries is a cardinal sign as well. So if you were to, you really need to understand the terminologies of cardinal, fixed, and mutable to understand astrology, because all of these terms, like when they talk about Mars or Venus and stuff like that, they don't mean like the rocks, the physical chunks. They mean in the spiritual realm, where these have esoteric, hidden meanings, which you yourself could learn. And it's not just from learning from a book. Just know where the moon is at all times and feel the energies. And anyone who pays attention to these things will notice them. But Aries really has that fire or that oomph. They are cardinal, so they can have, divine inspiration, just like out of nowhere, basically. That's what cardinal means. This is just, it just is. It's like an explosion. Whereas cardinal would be where that energy is directed, and fixed is like where it's going. Right? But they have that like inspirational energy to bring things to the table that are completely new, that are, divinely inspired. Sometimes seen as wrong by other signs. And I mean, it doesn't mean it necessarily is wrong, but it just might be it might not be the right time for it, so to speak. So, they're a lot about control, like being ruled by Mars, the god of war. They do like to be in control of situations, and they can be kind of aggressive and assertive with their nature because it's a male sign. So, all of the male signs, it also goes male, female, male, female, male, female, blah, 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 blah. Like it repeats throughout. It makes a perfect pattern. The male signs tend to be a little more injective of their energy, more putting it out there, like regardless of what you think. They want to seed the world. And, Aries are first. They are the first of the zodiac, and they do have that kind of mental, war mentality that could be seen as argumentative, liking to debate. But it all depends on how you look at it. Like if you wanted to see it, yes, they will always have that oomph. And if you see that as being like obstinate and rude, then that's in the beauty of the eye of the beholder. Alright, so it's really up to you. All the character natures are spread throughout the wheel, and it really depends on your sun, your moon, your ascendant, and all the other planet placements. You can't boil things down just to like you are this little component, but it does help in understanding. So if you have your sun or your moon or your ascendant here, or a stellium, or even Venus or Mars, like some of the planetary placements, they'll affect you in different ways. But yeah, I hope that you found this relatable. And yeah, just know that like your courageous behavior, like you have such courage inside of yourself that don't be bothered by people if it's just not in the divine plan, if it's not to be. Like if you are so inspired to do something, just do it. I mean, Aries, sometimes yes, you will stumble and fall. So don't hold me. Don't be like Billy said to do it, because yeah, Aries is known to just rush into things and situations, and sometimes you trip and fall. But you also get very quickly up from your mishaps, your falls, and you brush it off pretty quickly. Aries doesn't typically get caught in the rut, so to speak. So yeah, give me a thumbs up. I hope you found this relatable, and yeah, I look forward to seeing you in Taurus. So if you know someone in Taurus, then stay tuned for that. But give me feedback and all that juicy stuff below. But bye for now. Let your spirit grow wings and fly with me, and fly with me.